Entering the arena, please welcome the undefeated 𝗚𝗥𝗘𝗔𝗧𝗡𝗘𝗦𝗦 bomber, George Liddard.
Significant step up then in the career of George Liddard.
George Liddard's power and authority. Oh, right hand though from Liddard. What a shot from Liddard! It's another emphatic performance. It's a matter of time, Barry. Oh, another one, lads! And there it is.
He's still undefeated, George Liddard.
I first got into boxing about 8 years old. I always boxed with my dad in the living room since about 4 or 5, since I could walk really. But yeah, my dad took me to a gym when we moved to 𝗚𝗥𝗘𝗔𝗧𝗡𝗘𝗦𝗦 at like 8, 9 years old, and I fell in love with it there, Turned out to be quite good at it, so look, here we are now. I've always looked up to my dad as a man. Obviously I've gone on to be a professional boxer. He did a bit himself when he was young, but never quite, turned pro. Just growing up, he was very hard on me. He was strict, and at the time, like if I got detention at school, he wouldn't let me go to the gym. He'd be like, "You're not going boxing tonight," and obviously he knew I loved boxing, so that's what he took away from me. So I think that taught me, about discipline and helped me shape myself into the man I am today. So I just want to pay them back for everything they've done for me. I'd say from 8 to 16, I was always doubtful of what I could do. But when you start winning and you keep winning and you start winning national titles, I think you have no choice to be confident. But how I see it is that doubt pushed me to train harder, because I always thought, I can be better, So, I kind of used it as a positive. And yeah, now, we've got the confidence and we're ready to go on and do big things.
That British and Commonwealth titles can't have with me, baby.
Always loved Golovkin growing up, and then in recent years more, I've been a big fan of Canelo, watched a lot of Pretty Boy Floyd and a lot of, older fighters, Roberto Duran, Sugar Ray Leonard, a lot of them fighters. And I like to look at what they do and try and incorporate parts of them into my own game, so they're the biggest kind of inspirations in my life. I've got a bit of everything, If you want to fight on the front foot, I can fight on the back foot. If you want to fight on the back foot, I can fight on the front foot. I'll chase you down or I'll box your ears off for 12 rounds. It doesn't matter. I feel like I can adapt to any style. And I think that's my biggest strength. I'm starting to whack a bit more every fight. So I feel like I carry a bit of everything, and I think that's what's going to hold me in good stead going forward throughout my career. Being able to adapt means, I can fight any man in my division. Like Mayweather always said, when you can adapt to any fighter, that's why he never got beat. So I believe I have a similar adaptability, where I can, any style you can throw in there with me, and I'll figure out a way to beat him. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it holds me in good stead at the start of camp and then come fight night. I think every fight camp, it kind of clicks. Fight week, as I come to the hotel, we start the press conference, we start the weigh-in, I get into this different part of me, this other side of me that comes out, that, spiteful, a different side. I'm very respectable. I'll always, speak to everyone I see and shake everyone's hands that I meet, but this other side comes out of me and it's like, you're a man in my way, I'm gonna take you out. Do you know what I mean? So I think that's where my confidence comes from. I had a tough fourth fight. It was, from my first 3, it was a very different fight. Dutch guy come to take my head off, and early on in my career. But, I did what I had to do. I adapted, changed my style up completely that fight from the first 3 and got the win. I think when I first came down here too, the change from amateur to pro and the way we train in this gym, there was times I'd leave here and think, I could make a lot of money doing something else too, But I knew it deep in my heart that this is what I wanted to do, and I think that's what gets me through, I want this more than anyone. I sacrifice everything for this, So all those hard times, I know it's God's plan for me, His plan is to put me through the tough times because I can handle it. Those guys around me, Tony Sims, John Ryder, we had Kevin Mitchell in there, that experience that they carry. All these great fighters that I've got the opportunity to move around with on a weekly basis, they've helped shape me. And Tony, taking me in at 19 and helping me, get stronger, develop into a strong man. I've definitely learned a lot, not just in boxing but in life too, you know.
Eddie Hearn has been saying all night now, these are the questions that have to be asked of prospects on the way through, on the next gen pathway.
I got this tattoo on me a while back, God's plan, because it's a reminder to me that it's like, that's God's plan to give me a hard day. Maybe I needed it. He's installed this talent into me and this hunger, this desire. I can't let that go to waste. So I feel like this is for me to build a big platform and then to spread the message of God too, you know. So it's more than just me, it's everything, you know. I feel like it's my whole purpose. It's very easy to, you know, get complacent or think, you know, I'm good enough. I never want to feel like that. I always want to feel like I can be better and I have to do better, you know. So it's that burning desire, you know, that desire to be great. I do not want to be average. I fear being average. I fear it. This is everything for me, you know. I don't have a plan B. I genuinely want to be great in this. A lot of people always ask me how I stay so motivated, but it's not motivation, you know. Not every day do I wake up motivated. It's discipline, you know. That's what discipline is. You know, I've had a hard working ethic installed in me since young. That's just how my family's always been.
You've either got it or you haven't. Heart, desire, will to win.
I think when I'm in there, there's a switch that flips in my head, you know, and it's like I said before, this man's in my way of getting to where I want to get to. You know, he's stopping me from giving the family the life I want to give them. He's stopping me from reaching my end goal. So I have to beat him by any means. I love to put on a dominant, spiteful performance because listen, this is the entertainment business at the end of the day. I want people to want to watch me knock a guy out. Do you know what I'm saying? I want them to come and watch. This is mental warfare as much as it is physical, you know. I know when I look a man in the eyes, I want it more than he does, you know. When I look him in the eyes, I can see, you know, the eyes never lie. Because when the times get tough, I know you're gonna fold before I do. Do you know what I'm saying?
Is this the moment for the big statement?
I'm in this game to be a world champion. I feel like fight on fight, I've stepped up every fight. I've never shied away from no challenge. Whoever they put in front of me, I'm ready for. And I've accepted it with open arms, you know, so we do the same again next.
Brilliant fight, brilliant night of boxing. He's a great prospect, great talent.
I'm a big family man. It's changing my life, but it's changing my family's life too. I feel like sometimes it has to be more than just yourself, you know, because when those times get tough, those faces pop into your head, you know. Whether it's my mum, my dad, my sister, you know, they're still on your mind. You want to provide for them. Being with Matchroom and boxing on DAZN is everything to me, you know. They've given me such unbelievable opportunities. I can't thank them enough, you know, for what they've done for my career already so far. And look, they've got me into a British and Commonwealth title fight already. You know, I can't thank them enough. So, you know, I hope we have a good relationship going forward and long may it continue. Watch my fight live, only on DAZN.